Okay. I think we're rolling now.
What are we calling this, by the way? Did we figure that out?
Oh, I don't know. I figured you would have some new idea.
Yeah, let's see. Preventing myself from being insane by talking to
By
myself.
being
Yeah,
insane.
I could see the problem with that. Well, we don't prepare anyways.
That's right. Going cold.
The pretentious self-discovery
Okay,
project.
but that, well,
Okay, fine. We'll go with your plan.
first year. That's awfully bold of you
What?
to assume that I know how to put the text where your hands were. You could look so
Well, you
stupid
wouldn't.
right there.
You could cut that part out, right?
Hmm.
You're also me. I think you forget that part.
This is weird.
I know. That's what I've been trying to tell you just the whole
No,
time. It's like,
we-
okay, reiterate why we're doing this again.
A self-reflection. It would be like a time capsule for us to look back to in the
Okay.
future.
Okay, so why do they need to see it?
I don't know. It could be interesting.
Yeah, pretentious self. Well, I suppose it's already being done.
Say it again. Say it again. Actually.
I'll
I
suppo-
didn't
oh,
hear that
oh, you're funny.
First time. And cue the title card.
Yes, hello? Yeah, I marked myself out of my...
August 20th, 2023.
That's 2/3 of a year. Now there's no way to think of August, but in August there was no way to think of April.
Do you know why we double spaced this one? The
No.
other ones aren't.
No, I meant to...
I wrote on here that we knew time was going to go faster, but that's how it is. That's how it always is. Just got to accept it.
And we didn't try to stop it.
No,
Well, should we have?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know if I like that.
Why?
Well, I feel like it's some sort of admitting defeat. Because I'd say it's always convenient to look at the past as a large thing, condensed, because you can't hold the weight of every moment that's already happened. That's like impossible.
Probably because it's already happened.
Yeah, but you know what I think it is?
What?
I think you became more passive.
No.
Yes, I do.
Surely not.
The more you say time flew, the more it starts to feel like an excuse for all the time that you wasted. Let me give you an example. When you first came to school here, you were excited by the prospect of learning.
Right, okay.
Just from my perspective, the classes didn't change, and what you came here to learn didn't change either. So
No. Don't say it.
I'm gonna say, you always think as you get older, time flies. But if you think of time as a concrete, I think you know the real reason time flew is that you started to pay less attention to things as they happened.
Damn it.
What?
You said it.
Well, you thought it.
I feel so much better. now.
Don't beat yourself up.
Well, you know, how am I not supposed to feel like I wasted a year?
Well, learning that next year needs to be more about living with intention means that this year is certainly not a waste.
August 20th, 2023.
Yeah, it feels less real now that you mention it.
Hey, Dad. No, I'm doing pretty well. It's great right now. I mean, there are more names than I can remember. Yeah. Actually, you caught me working on something. Since the roommate no-showed, I'm creating this project. Well, the first part will be about building this cloning machine. there are feasibility issues. It's a comedy as well, so the parts that don't make sense are by design. Okay, yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Love you too. Bye.
Like Poor Things. You were going to be your own Emma Watson. I think that the beginning of the year just goes to show you that there really is such a thing as too much optimism. True. In hindsight, we shouldn't have started out so confidently because then we had nowhere to go. But you were kind of onto something with that initial project. Like, it has some streaks of it. Right. It's more like, why did it take 40 pages to realize we should stop? Yeah, but like I said, then this happened. Well, there you have it. The ambitions of then and the reality of now. So, as a part of this project, which will never see the light of day, I had written sketches sort of built into the story. You're not going to show them, are you? Hey, sit. Although much of it is garbage, most of it is there garbage. Were some, in my opinion, revisable gems. I can't believe you're actually doing this.
Hello and welcome to Carnegie Mellon University. We are so excited to help you embark on this next chapter of your lives. Here, we dare to ask questions such as, what if? Here, we develop the skills to have flourishing careers and instill positive changes in society. We are here to help you navigate the large adjustment to college life. Our doors are always open for at least 2 hours a week, pending that we respond to your email. We're here to celebrate all your victories, big and small. We urge you to go out and explore new passions and interests. Make strong connections and begin networking so that you too can work for your favorite multi-billion-dollar tech company. Engage in extracurricular... God damn it, John. Stop reading off the computer. You're not even looking in the direction of the camera. Okay, alright. I'm gonna double check my lines. I'll be back. Sorry about that. As professors, we are here not only as mentors, but also resources for your success. While you may find the rigor of our coursework challenging and depressing, we know that we've picked students who are geared for academic success. And when the time comes... Jesus Christ, John, are you reading from a fucking paper script? Okay, so what if I was? He's definitely reading from a paper script. He's looking down. Okay, I swear, I'm gonna learn the lines. Remember, we are always here to guide you through your most difficult times. That's right, we advocate our mental health services a lot. Like, a lot more than other schools. It's just a part of that tartan pride. You know what? Do you guys buy this? I'd wager that this was scripted by Oh! Looks like we lost him. Sorry, we've been having some technical issues today. Don't you just hate it when Zoom stops working, Derek? You and me both, Michael.
You forgot to lock the room!
Oh my God, John. I don't want to hear it. Get out. God damn it, John. You know, I'm tired. I had to put it in. I used the script. I read it right here. It was fine. There were no problems. Now you're giving me all these problems.
Carnegie Mellon University. The future starts here. Hello, and welcome to the university's Prevention in Education series. In today's session, we will be discussing alcohol safety. Make sure to pay close attention so that you can be prepared for the short post-session quiz that follows the example. Carrie and Kathy are at a party together. Carrie has been drinking excessively and begins to slip in and out of consciousness. What should Kathy do? A. Leave her be to rest. B. Escort her out of the home and call for help. Or C. Tell her about Veronica. Sure thing. After having one too many drinks, Kathy saw Carrie's best friend, Veronica, making out with Jason, who Carrie had been in a talking stage with for about a month. Kathy tells Carrie this. Now that Carrie knows, what should she do? A. Confront Veronica one-on-one. B. Question Kathy's story further. Or C. Nothing. She is still quite incapacitated. A completely understandable choice. To get with him is a violation of friend code. Carrie starts yelling at Veronica. Veronica was confused, as she had no idea about Carrie's talking stage. Veronica tells Carrie she herself has been in a relationship with Jason for 2 months. What should Carrie do? A. Explain that Jason has been cheating on them both. Now that this has been clarified, what should Carrie and Veronica do? A. Leave the party to comfort each other. B. Try to embarrass Jason in front of his friends. Or C. Kill Jason. After deciding that they had to get rid of him, they lured him back to Carrie's house, where they shot him in the chest 18 times. But now, they had to get away with it. Where should they hide the body? A. Bury it in the woods. B. Throw it in the river. Or C. Dissolve it in hydrofluoric acid. Correct. Leave no traces, as they say. In the following months, many searches and investigations were done, but they never convicted Carrie and Veronica. Now, it's time for the post-session quiz. Question 1. At what blood alcohol level will you lose judgment?
The fact that there were more of them, too. Oh yeah, the MTV Cribs mock tour of the room.
Of course.
Classic.
I can't forget about the song about ordering Grubhub.
It was catchy. It was catchy though, I will give you that.
That whole Orientation Week sketch series was actually surprisingly solid.
You know, it was. And to be honest, it was a solid part of the year.
It was. I can't argue that.
You had no friends, and you were still struggling yourself. And
Okay,
you did
well,
have,
well,
relative to, you don't think we're going to look back on making this like how we made the other skits?
I don't think so.
But would you say the same thing if I asked you the same question about the skits in September?
Yeah, probably.
So I guess, when are we trashing this?
If I get paralyzed by the thought of me hating it in the future, then I wouldn't make anything.
You don't even need me here. I could just get up and leave.
Wow, I appreciate your viewpoints.
Don't mention it.
And fittingly, the only entry I have from September is titled "Working Hard or Hardly Working." Very original.
And also, ironically, you were kind of somewhere in the middle.
What about October?
October was kind of the same.
No, I'll come up with something.
Alright, what's up guys? In honor of fall break, the following October portion of the video is about fall, so let's get into it. Colored leaves, sweaters, apple cider, you could do caramel apples also, soft jazz, crippling anxiety about the uncertainty of the future, crisp air, football, Halloween, tractor ride, pumpkin, carved pumpkin with candle in it with lid, carved pumpkin with candle in it with removed lid, non-carved pumpkin with lid with candle in it, children, Punisher, Zoloft, those things at the pumpkin patch where you put your head in them, but I don't know what they're called. Corn maze, maybe corn also. Thanksgiving, existential dread, and that about does it. Yeah, this has been the fall interlude. Thanks for watching.
Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm fine, except for the fact that I miss you already more than you could possibly imagine. No, we're not doing this again. No. Yeah, I know, right? I came back and when I was taking the trash out, I almost forgot where the dumpster was. Oh yeah, that I'm kind of taking a break from starting to question whether or not I want to do it or I'm doing it because I feel like I'm supposed to be doing it. There's a word for what I'm feeling right now, and when I come up with it, when I invent it, you'll be the first to know. Yeah, no, I understand. I should get back too. So, okay. Well, I love you. Good night.
Can you pin the moment when the Dow came in?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
Maybe it was environmental.
Maybe it was circumstantial.
Well, let's see.
That's a good idea.
This one from November 17th. I titled it "The CMU Problem." I wrote here, "It worries me sometimes. I look up and I see a lot of worn smiles. I fear that in this place, work can replace questioning things, and before you know it, it's over. And that's probably the scariest part."
They got to you too.
I know.
I understand refusing to stop in fear that everything will catch up, but why did you never give thought to what would happen when it finally did?
Well, then you'd be admitting that there was a problem.
We're definitely past November. In October, where were you? Did you think it was gonna like go away?
This is for later in the
No, you're doing it again. What do we do later when it falls apart? That's true, we do need content later.
I was more concerned with the fact that everyone was okay with it, and that I was okay with it. But actually, what if it's scarier to find something that you love?
Well, how's that?
Well, if you find something that you love, you might love it enough not to feel the need to explore other things that you might love more.
Well, surely those two can exist at the same time.
You'd like to think.
Oh God,
What?
it's getting pretentious again.
Stop saying that.
Or is it?
Hey. No, I should be back soon. I just have to get the rest of my things together. I think like around 9 at the latest. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he is. Yeah, he's been keeping me going from afar, whether or not he knows it. I'll call you back when I'm off the tee. Okay. Love ya. Bye. I'm trying to find. I know it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about too.
Ah, yeah.
December 15th, 2023. Yeah, the one where there has to be some sort of in between.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like present enough to enjoy the moment, but omnipotent enough to feel the weight.
I think it was hard not to be paranoid about it when everyone else was living it up in college.
Those people only had it figured out on the surface.
Oh, come on, you're just saying that to make me feel better.
No. I really believe it. A lot of people are faking it, and you know that.
Do I fake it?
Yeah, all the time. Work on yourself first.
Other
and
things would fall into
Yeah,
place.
okay. And you have to find some sort of way to, you avoid all those moments where you know you're going to be nostalgic for them in the present. Somewhere in you, you know those moments will be nostalgic. So stop hiding from them.
I don't want to accept that I can't ever be fully present either.
It's weird that you care so much about monitoring it. Well, what about when I was home? Nostalgia for the past is very different.
December 15th, 2023. Here. And when I go home, I feel like I stop one life and start another, older one. We have to get to our colony. Check out the speed.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging. You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You know, there's something about when you return to life as normal after the only thing you look forward to is over.
See, I told you. You acted like, I don't know, like you could ignore everything.
I know. I even tried thinking differently. Thinking about coming back more while I was home during break.
Would it have been better if we tried to look forward to coming back instead of being home?
I don't think that would
Yeah,
be
I
possible.
wouldn't have. But there's got to be some way to negotiate. Like, to enjoy the experience while also giving thought to when it's over so it won't be as soul crushing.
Exactly. I was kind of hoping that you would have that figured out.
But I think you avoid the obvious thing. That if you build more for yourself here, you won't have to think of break as a crutch.
It's like they feed each other. The more I insisted that I couldn't get my feet on the ground, the more I thought that I needed breaks.
So get your feet on the ground.
I'm working on it.
Have you showered yet today?
Oh, shit.
Hey, no, yeah, you're fine. It's just right now I'm kind of
Hey,
just barely
you be able to get
getting my
my
head
your
around
parents?
the water. I have,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
didn't.
Mine neither. I wish I did. I wish I would. If you can get a little water,
You know, sometimes I think you should have done it.
Oh, I should have left?
Yeah.
After the whole inspirational change of heart sequence, you have to go and be a bus
Oh, I'm
killer?
sorry. Should we go back and change the whole thing and make it a little bit less
That-
real?
that's
for you?
not-
Go back to January.
Okay,
You're there?
I'm there.
You were thinking about everything in terms of not giving up, right?
Yes,
Of what might happen without an agenda at home.
that's correct.
Of who you might disappoint by making your decision.
Yep.
Now you tell me what's missing. That you didn't realize it's not admitting defeat to take care of yourself.
No, this isn't fair. You know what? You close your eyes and you go back to January.
Okay, fine.
Are you there?
I was there before
That's
you.
true.
I asked
Okay, picture what's in it for yourself. Not pride. You didn't have any.
Right.
And
Hey,
not
let's-
fear. You weren't afraid of school or afraid to keep going for that matter. So it wasn't a point of stubbornness. You recognized that you needed help. That the strength could lie in getting it and being here at the same time.
You know how you asked me for proof that you've changed? You wouldn't have been able to say that at the beginning of the year when you first came here.
I didn't write anything in late January.
Not too busy being depressed.
Too busy being depressed about being depressed.
Hey. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I'm definitely better. I had my first session today. I think that went pretty well. Trying to relearn how to go about. Oh yeah, I got that all sorted out. Actually, I just had to take some classes in different subjects. No, I still think that's going to be a part of things. I just figured I would branch out. Well, and besides, at this point, right now, it's really about putting one foot in front of the other. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll let you know when I'm done here, so that next weekend you can come up and get me. Yeah. All right. Love you too.
Hey, Dad.
Okay, stop it here.
What?
Honestly, the rest of February was like
Control C, Control V.
Yeah, you're right. We can skip forward through all this. God, how many phone calls? Did you not get sick
Okay,
of
we
your
weren't
parents?
doing
too hot, remember? Okay, here we are.
What's that? Oh God, yeah, that. I'm surprised you remember that. I had kind of put that on long-term shelf. Told myself I would come back to it, but yeah. Well, it was so long ago. I probably hate most of it too, if I'm being honest. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed now. I love you.
So, when you decided to go back to it, what? Back to writing? Yes, back to writing. What changed? I was doing it for me, and you weren't before. The difference is, once I didn't have to filter everything through the lens of like an alternate story, it was so much easier to feel attached. This comes so naturally. Man, I can't believe we didn't think of this before. Wow. To be fair, it was a lot easier to write the other way, in a different sense. I mean, if it was less real,
Then it was less vulnerable.
yeah. We haven't said too much, have we?
I don't think so.
But in the future, we won't see this as too revealing.
Your whole issue has been not revealing enough. I wouldn't.
So, evens out.
Yeah, you could say that.
It takes more strength than you think to admit that the person that you are is not the person you wish you were. March 2nd, beginning again.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Brett. I guess that goes without saying, but yeah, I am interested in somebody to room next year. So, would you like to meet sometime? Oh, this year? Well, it's already April.
Okay, this is what I don't understand. You felt lonely for months, like you hadn't made much progress in making friends. And here, one is given to you, and you resent it. Well, I had to give up the old writing for this. Okay, can you for once
Restructure.
not so frustrating? It's like you want something on your own impossible terms all the time. Well, hey, I don't think that's. And I know what you're going to do. You're going to say that after all this time, a last-minute roommate. It's like a perfect metaphor. It's a microcosm of all the challenges you encountered this year. Losing a perfectly fine single and a double situation that you know you shouldn't have had in the first place. And you put yourself on some higher plane because I know you too well. Recording. You like being on camera?
Not really.
Okay, so welcome to the questioning. Where you're sitting is where the other half of me talks to myself.
Mhm.
So I figured I would ask you some of the questions that I ask myself,
Okay.
especially when I'm like, so first question. I think this one's so let's simple to start. But what is the biggest lesson you've learned while you've been here?
Oh, I got a good one. I think, I don't know, back in high school, I felt like I had this notion that hard work doesn't pay off, right? Either because maybe I never worked hard enough, or, yeah, I think that is. I think I just never worked hard enough to, like, see, like, results, you know? So, like, every time, like, I'll come at, like, this road stop, and I was just like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, you know? And I'll just quit. And I think coming here made me realize that maybe hard work does pay off, you know? They weren't bullshitting us when they said hard work pays off. I think it does pay off, so.
Second question is knowing what you know now,
Mhm.
what is one thing you would have told yourself in August?
Oh, I think I feel like I just came in really blind, you know? Like, you know how, like, a lot of people are sometimes excited about college? They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to college. They're always, like, researching the dorms and, like I guess reaching out to people on Instagram or something. And then, well, there's, like, a lot of things that make you excited about going to college. I don't think I necessarily did all that. Like, I think I was having too much fun in the summer. But, like, if I could tell myself one thing, right? I feel like it would be one, like, know what you're getting into. And number two is, like, being more, like, open to new things and friendships. Like, I think that's like the number one thing to like actually like do well in college and like have a good college experience.
So despite saying that you would have told yourself those things,
Mhm.
do you still think that you got there?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I feel like I have like one or two like missteps. I
Yeah.
feel like I have enough time to think about my missteps.
I only had 3 questions, so we're on the last question.
Okay.
You did a good job. I guess identity-wise, like,
Okay.
where do you hope to be in the future?
Like as a person,
Yeah.
I feel like that question starts with like knowing who you are first, no? Know who you are right now to know what you want to do. But I feel like right now I don't really know what I am right now, you know?
So maybe that's just it. And it's just,
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I want to know what I want to be. I feel like you're never gonna know what kind of person you want to be. And you're never gonna know what kind of person you are. I can't say that what I want to be is knowing what kind of person I am, right? What kind of person you are is like it's just in the moment. It's like you can't really like define it until like you look back in time. So it's not something you can look into the future to. It's more so that from the present you can look back onto. So like in the present moment you have no idea, but in the future looking back you'll have an idea. So right now I don't know what I am, right? But
Yeah.
maybe like a year from now I'll know exactly who I was like right now.
So like the present is like makes everything else a reference point. Or is the reference point.
Yeah,
kind
it
of.
is the reference.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I could answer like other aspects. Like I feel like recently I've been like really on that grind mindset, you know. But I think it's the first time in my life that I've actually like felt like I wanted to be in that grind mindset, you know. Like I don't know. I've never felt this way, like that I wanted to work hard towards something. I don't know exactly what I'm working hard towards, right? But it's like there's like a combination of like passion for what I'm doing as well as like just like this general sense. I feel like being surrounded by so many like different like interesting and smart people, it's like motivating me to like be the same, you know. So I don't know what I'm trying to strive towards, but it's just like I feel like I'll be in a good place just doing what I am doing right now, you know.
I mean, it seems like you already have kind of strong qualities, you know. At least the ones that you want to be strong.
Well, I think maybe one thing is like being more like introspective of who I am. Yeah.
You can answer some of these
Yeah,
questions.
exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like there's real value in like knowing who you are, which is kind of paradoxical because of like what I said earlier. But it's like I feel like I want to know who I am, even if that's not possible. I feel like I want to strive towards that, and I feel like I want to know who I want to be in the future.
That's good stuff.
Do you have any other questions? I guess that's the
I mean, no, that's.
you are the interview here.
You want to interview me? Do you want to ask me a question?
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm gonna give you a super hard question.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
I feel like most people, right?
Mhm.
Even if it's something small, maybe something big. I feel like most people can pinpoint like a very specific thing in their early childhood that they regret. Like pre-college. Let's keep it a pre-college. Like what's something that you like when you want to talk about regret, right? Like clicks, you know,
Yeah.
clicks, and it's like, oh, I know exactly what I regret.
So one time I was playing street hockey,
Mhm.
and we were having a good time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little bit emotional when it comes to street hockey,
Okay.
and I remember I got thwacked by like a stick.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
Okay.
like in like right. I was bleeding a little bit too, like right below my knee.
intentionally?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think at the time I thought it was.
Yeah.
And so I turned around. I had the ball at the time, and I shot it back
Mhm.
into the kid who slashed me his leg.
Yeah.
And I remember, but I went home that night and like something in me changed. Like I swore to myself that I would never physically hurt anyone again.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Thank you. Well, thanks for talking.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good stuff. So that's it then? Yeah, that's it. All that hard work pays off. Hopefully. Became a really long way this year. It's sort of strange to think about how many people became different people in here. Yeah, up in a minute.
April 30th, 2024. Damn. To whoever's reading this, I hope this room treats you well. I hope that your roommate shows up. That would be cool too. But don't be afraid to grow and discover new things. And don't be afraid to find and leave new people. When all this happens, The nice thing is that this room is a constant and it will always be there. And it's yours now. So with that, keep on changing and happy first year.
Here's George. There's a George on the door.
Cool. That was the one if there ever was a. I'm not actually talking to you, it just has to look like I'm talking to someone.
Try again. I thought I spaced it out. Same. 'Cause it's... Okay, so here's our piano.